everybody, welcome back to Electric Tornado. The worst days of the summer is coming up ahead, as we're expected to have an extreme heat wave come through the United States. It's not over yet, and it is expected to get even worse as it starts in the plains and is starting to spread in the Missouri area. Today we'll also be talking about the severe weather outlook and what could be happening for the next few days with the severe weather. Firstly, we're going to talk about some of the flooding that we've had last night and stuff. We have a lot of moisture around this area right now. The reason why we have this moisture is because of some of the rain that we had yesterday. We actually had a flash flood emergency last night. We had a fire truck that was fully submerged underwater. Now, a few cars are fully submerged underwater. There's a lot of flooding in Illinois, and there's still some of these flood warnings going on back here that we really need to get to higher ground and do not drown. So this we could see some flooding coming through as we have a big blob of storms that are moving like extremely slow. Those aren't expected to go away until a pretty long time. So definitely be aware for that. It's going to be going into Missouri today, as you guys can see. It's a really bad looking arrow, but yeah, it's in northern Missouri causing some flooding right now in the southern parts of Illinois. That this is a big glob of storms and is expected to produce heavy rain and flooding. And then it's also going to be hot in Missouri. So if you're in Missouri, turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roadways, and stay hydrated today, as today could be a pretty dangerous day in Missouri, especially in the central Missouri area and by St. Louis. Stay aware too. And stay hydrated and turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roadways. We do have a heat wave will be coming through the United States, and as we do have a area of high pressure, like right here, it's kind of like that. And we have some troughs moving over up here, going this way, and those will cause some of the severe weather, localized severe weather around these areas. So yeah, and then once we get more into the future, all of that jet stream will go away, and then we'll see another jet stream come, but it will go way far up into Canada, and it'll be avoiding a lot of U.S. And then if that happens, we're gonna have a lot of heat throughout the whole United States, and could even reach record-breaking heat. And even near the Dallas area, Dallas or Fort Worth could literally get to high like hundreds for the first time since 2021. Okay, let's look at our day one severe weather outlook for today, July 21st. As we do have a slight risk up here for southwest North Dakota, northwest South Dakota, and eastern Montana, where some severe weather will be a possibility. This includes the cities of Bismarck, Dickinson, Williston, Sidney, Glendive, Miles City, Lame Deer, Roundup, Lewiston, and Glasgow. A lot of these areas, including Jordan and Circle as well, even includes Fort Berthold Indian Reservation, where some severe weather will be a possibility today. Main concern over here will be strong winds, as we do have a 15% wind risk, as winds could get up to 70 miles per hour in some of the isolated severe thunderstorms. We could also see some lines of storms go through here, as they'll be kind of scattered. There could be some storms in South Dakota. There could be some lines of storms in North Dakota, moving through western North Dakota, and then possibly into western Minnesota later today. These will happen later today. Hail will also be a possibility over here, so park your car in a garage if you're in any of those cities I told you. And then we also got to talk about that we could see an isolated tornado today as well. We could see an isolated tornado today in northern South Dakota and southern North Dakota, and then we could even see some isolated tornado too over here in Montana, including the cities of Roundup, Billings, and Lame Deer, and Miles City. It also includes Bowman, Lemon, Aberdeen, Clark, Clear Lake, Bismarck, Dickinson. A lot of these locations, including even Fergus Falls back there too, where we can see isolated tornado too, but our tornado threat is on the low side of things for today, unless something changes. And then some Sky or severe weather will be possible down here in Nebraska and northwest or western Iowa. So yeah, stay aware of that. And then if we go to our day 2 outlook, the slight risk moves into Minnesota for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow, July 22nd, 2025, as we do have a slight risk in the Minneapolis area, Shakopee, St. Cloud, Fergus Falls, Lake Traverse Reservation, Fargo, Grand Rapids, and Bimid.
Stop it. Get some help.
What does that say? Bimidji. If anyone lives there, comment down below, because I don't know how to even spell that name. Sorry.
Bemidji.
Say that. I mean, then this also includes Wadena, Brainerd, Aitkin, Alexandria, Little Falls, Morris, St. Cloud. All these locations would have a slight risk tomorrow for central Minnesota and northeast South Dakota and southeast North Dakota for tomorrow. As the main concerns will be strong winds, as we do have a 15% wind risk. Winds could get up to 70 miles, 55 to 70 miles per hour within the severe thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms around the area. Hail will be on the low side of things tomorrow. We can see just small hail, but we could see that change. But if you're in the circle, you guys could just see some small hail. We also got to talk about the tornado risk for tomorrow. As we could see isolated tornado tomorrow around Aberdeen, Clark, Clear Lake, Fergus Falls, St. Cloud, and Minneapolis area. So that's in the green. So if you're in the green tomorrow, stay aware of a possible isolated tornado, as some supercells could possibly develop. They'd be scattered though. Maybe there's clusters and stuff like that. Maybe lines. I don't know yet, but yeah. Then some sky or severe weather will be possible in the marginal risk surrounding the slight risk. This is the slight risk, and this is the marginal risk surrounding it. So if you're in the green, you can see some sky and severe weather tomorrow as well. And then tomorrow, I just got to note that we can see some severe weather down here in Atlanta, Augusta, Columbus, Albany, Macon, Vidala, Douglas, I don't know, Tifton, Valdosta, Brunswick, and just these areas in Georgia. We could see some scattered severe weather tomorrow as well. Let's look at our day 3 outlook for July 23rd. So yeah, let's look at this one. We have a slight risk for July 23rd in northern Wisconsin, parts of eastern Minnesota, southeastern kinda, includes all of the UP of Michigan, which includes Minneapolis, the cities of Minneapolis, Merrill, St. Cloud, Duluth, Houghton. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm new to the cities in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Marquette, Escanaba, I don't know. Monistic, Sault Ste. I remember how to say Sault Ste. Mary or something. I remember how to say that, but I don't remember it anymore. I used to know, but I don't know it anymore. But yeah, we have a slight risk expanding through there, as some strong winds will be a possibility. Some isolated tornado too will also be a possibility over here, and then hail will also be a possibility over here for July 23rd. As we could see them upgrade this to make it a little bit bigger like this. So yeah, then we could even see enhancers come out later for the storm. So yeah, some scattered severe weather will be possible on July 23rd for those locations up there. And then for July 23rd, we do have another marginal risk for parts of northern Colorado, including Denver and Fort Morgan and Torrington. And then it goes through eastern Wyoming into southeastern Montana. So that was our severe weather outlook for the next few days. So yeah, stay aware and take cover if you do get a tornado warning. And there's some people that work out there. Make sure you have a tornado safety plan as well. So yeah. We do have a chance for tropical cyclone formation over here on week 5 over here, but it's nothing really to be watching right now. But we do gotta watch this, as we have a tropical disturbance over here. Over here in the Atlantic, day 2, 20%, and day 7, 20%. They're both low. The tropical disturbance says central tropical Atlantic showers and thunderstorms associated with an area of low pressure located about 700 miles southeast of the Lesser Antilles have changed a little in organization during the past several hours. Environmental conditions are marginally conducive, and any development should be slow to occur while the system moves generally west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. In a couple of days, conditions are forecast to become unfavorable for further development. So yeah, we just got to be watching this tropical disturbance. If something does develop, it does have a chance to go into the United States and into the Gulf, or hit even Florida, or any of these little islands over here as well. So we gotta be watching that. African dust will also be a possibility soon. So yeah. Then we also gotta talk about some of the storms that will be possible in early August. We can see some lines of storms move through the Midwest in early August that we also need to watch out for. So yeah, let's talk about some of our excessive rainfall areas that we're expecting today. As you can see, some excessive rainfall over here in Kentucky and Tennessee today, and over here in Missouri. And then day 2, excessive rainfall is also expected in northern, possibly excessive rainfall in northern Minnesota tomorrow. And then July 23rd, maybe some more excessive rainfall in the UP of Michigan. Thanks everybody for watching. Stay weather aware, stay hydrated, turn around, don't drown in encountering flooded roadways. And if you get a tornado warning, take cover, stay away from windows, do not go outside and look for the tornado. If you get a severe thunderstorm warning, stay away from windows and recommend getting to the lowest floor of the building. And stay hydrated today if you live in the United States, or especially if you live in Missouri and Wyoming and Kansas. Stay safe, and this heat wave is still spreading. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.